so for ours we did the composition of multiple environments, which is basically your ability to transpose and express yourself in multiple ways. And it can be very simple and very complex, not necessarily like the physical environment you're in, but that can also be the state of mind you're in while you're writing, and also even the tools, which is kind of weird to think about because there actually are noticeable differences if you're a kid and you're writing in pen and paper, and then when you're older you learn different technologies, typing on a computer, using other things as research to come into your writing. So there's not just the physical environment, meaning like what place you're in, how that's going to affect your writing, but also the technology you're using. So all these things can kind of have either negative or positive impacts. So let's say you're someone who needs complete quiet when you're doing your work. You go to the library, you're in a study room with all your friends, they're all talking about whatever, and you're not really getting any work done. You're not really composing in multiple environments there. You should know at that point, which is like kind of cool about this because ours introduced to critical thinking and responsibility. You should know at that point that you need to be in the study room alone and in complete quiet in order to compose in that environment. And to be composed in multiple environments, you definitely have to, it's not something you can learn overnight. It's something that's definitely built throughout your entire childhood. So an example of that would kind of be someone, if they grow up in a really rough childhood or not necessarily the most like loving family or anything, if they become a writer at some point, it'll be easy to analyze things that they have in their writing that are maybe darker than others, or kind of perceive the natural morale of humans in not very rational ways, might consider just look at people in the wrong rather than expect that they're going to be a good person just because of experiences that they've gone through in their environments. And let's see. So along with other negative and positive impacts, it's easy to pick out in certain writers where they come from just from reading what they write or reading what they wrote. So you want to go into an example of that?
Okay. So another completely different side of composing in multiple environments is being able to use different mediums while you're writing. And the examples that I highlight a lot of that, I know that especially for like the what do others think of you, we were for like what others think of you, we were heavily encouraged to do like a Pinterest board or to make a meme or to do something like that, and that's an example of composing in different environments. And I know for the critical narrative, a lot of people use like a thing link or used a Jing to annotate. And I mean, that's what I did myself. And I know that Stephanie made a video, so that's all about composing in different environments. And for our badge, it's called Outside the Box. And of course it says this badge is for those that are adept at being versatile, composing in a digital or physical environment outside of the norm. Here's our badge. It's little. But the requirements for this is you're just going to have to submit one assignment that shows that you are doing something that is completely outside of the box.
And composing in multiple environments can be very helpful. I mean, everyone obviously has certain environments when they can get inspired and write the most. For example, famous writers like Thoreau and stuff, I know he camped out in the woods for years at a time and completely isolated from any technology or anything, kind of just stood near a pond and ended up writing a lot of very influential writing because he was able to realize that that's the environment that he was best able to compose in. So do we have a specific outline what we need to hand in? Or?
So it's just an assignment that showed that we were outside of the box.
Oh, okay. And yeah, that's what I'm saying.